Hi everyone, this is Mr. Ege. I am just demonstrate today how to create a two-dimensional drawing and then how to convert 2D drawing into 3D drawing using the CNC machine's own program, application program called Spire. You're going to find Spire as you did before under My Applications. If you go to lower left-hand corner, image icon of the Windows, and go to My Applications and click on it, and you will find on the top of the list of the My Applications, Spire will be there. A is the silent A, so you're not hearing me wrong. It's pronounced Spire, even though it is spelled as ASPIRE. So when you started the Spire command application, one of the first things you want to do is to create a new file by selecting this, and after that you want to insert a JPEG image or a PNG image of Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse. It is a choice, so you can choose any one of them. I left a Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse in the Schoology for you so that you can download it to your My Pictures folder. If you download the Pictures folder, you can easily access from inside the Spire. So I suggest you to go select either Mickey or Minnie Mouse picture image from the Schoology and save it, okay, on your computer, and then from there you can download it. Okay, so here is the Spire in front of you, and I'm suggesting go to create a new file. Click on that. The piece of wood I have nowadays on my on my shop inside AutoCAD lab is 5 3/8 of an inch by 5 3/8 of an inch by 1 inch thick wood. But today I want to do something different. I want to start from the thickness of 1/8 of an inch thickness. So I'm just setting up the one, and I'm going to build up in addition to on top of the 1/8 of an inch wood. Okay, so thickness is set to 0.125, even though the wood I'm planning to use is actually 1 inch thick. So I want to build on top of that layer of, so it's a rectangle, okay? Basically, the material surface, okay, the Z reference point, zero reference point for the Z direction is on the surface, top surface of the material, okay? XY center is going to be right at the center of the wood that we choose, 5 3/8 of an inch by 5 3/8 of an inch. How do you find out that's center of the wood? We just simply geometrically, you draw two diagonal lines from top left to lower right, and from top right to lower left, and then intersection of these two diagonal lines geometrically establishes, secures the center point of the wood. Now, why is this important? Because when you secure the piece of wood on top of the panel, the counter of the CNC machine, you want to find the center first, set the center of the router bit right where it is supposed to be initially, and set XY 0 point. That's the first thing you do, okay? So that's why it has to be okay, established where the center is, okay? Also, modeling resolution, you have 3 options here. Earlier, I tested standard fastest option, and the quality is not very good. Later on, I tested 3x, so large objects is not too bad. 3 times slower, but high resolution seems to be okay, but we're gonna try it again. And if you're not satisfied, we will go to very high resolution, which is slower, 7 times slower. But we're gonna go to high resolution right now. I have chosen oak, okay, it's a hardwood, okay. I have several types of wood in the small shop of the AutoCAD lab, and I have oaks, I have pines, I have poplar. The hardest wood is oak right now, so I'm setting up to the hardest wood just in case, and I'm click on OK button. Okay. So this is our screen, as you can see. I'm going to one more change to our screen, and I'm going to move my cursor over the top right-hand corner. There's a division of screens. I'm going to click on the two vertical screens. So on the left, you have a drawing screen. On the right, three-dimensional solid model screen. Anytime you create a line or something at the end, and when you apply the solid model commands, you're going to see on the right-hand side an extrusion or depression, okay? So this is pretty much where we're going to start from, all right? So maybe we should start with a nice, beautiful circle. So I'm just going to click on the circle command. I'm going to select the center point, drag it up that much, okay, and apply and close. Now I need the image of the Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse. So I'm going to go with the modeling. Click on the modeling and select the insert image, which is going to be on from top left corner, second column, second intersection of second column and second row, and click on it. So now I'm on my pictures. I'm looking for Mickey Minnie Mouse pictures currently, and there is a Mickey Mouse and there is a Minnie Mouse. Both of them are there. Mickey Mouse on PNG image and opening. Okay, this is good. I'm going to insert this. I did insert it, but I'm going to remove this. So there's a transform objects option here on the left side menu. Click on the transform, move selected object, click on the object and move it, okay, to the center. It's important that centering is one of the most important any kind of engineering work, any kind of architectural or artwork. Centering is you have to be familiar with centering objects, and do not be easily satisfied by just centering. And I think this is good enough. So we can apply and close. But the entire entity needs to be now scaled. So I'm just going to transform objects and second item from left, select object size. Okay, so object is going to be a little bit larger. I want it to be 1/3 or 30%, 34% larger. So I'm typing 134. Enter. I think this is far better, so close, okay? And so far so good. We have ourselves a very nice image, but we want to draw lines around it now. Okay, so for that, you go to Drawing tab at the lower left-hand corner, click, and there is an S-shape icon. It's a draw curve, okay? Everything is pretty much curved on the Mickey Mouse's face and head. So that's why I choose this icon. This seems to be working. Now, please remember that every line you create has to be a close polyline. What that means is the last point of the line has to meet to the first point of the line. Again, last point of the lines has to meet with the first point of the line. Okay, of the same line, same curve. Okay, so click on the draw curve. Okay, and we're now starting from somewhere around. Zoom in. Thumb wheel is a perfect tool for zoom and for zooming and tapping. So click, okay. Press the thumb wheel so that you can select. Try to go outside from outside of the outlines of the ear. Actually, you can do it carefully, very fast, and hopefully you enjoy what you're doing, because I do. Okay, click, and click, and click. Okay. Well, we are living in a digital age. Everything we do has something to do with digital solid models. CNC machine, laser machines, and you name it. Everything has something to do with digital solid models. And 3D printing, It doesn't matter whether you are in the world of military or in the world of architecture or engineering. Pretty much everything we do is digital, and doctors and dentists are working on and digital images, digital surgeries, you name it. I mean, so tools are becoming more productive and more precise because of the digital applications, and we should be grateful for this. Okay, the progress of the science in this direction is amazing, and it's adorable. It's we owe science a lot of precision, and thanks and grades for a lot of precision and productivity. What used to be was not possible or possible in very long time is became. Before I finish what I have to say, I think we came to the end of the lines here. Find the first point. So zoom in, make sure that you click on the first point. Click. Perfect. So I can directly go and select this image, okay, and make it three-dimensional. But I really would like to draw the rest of the lines too. It's going to be fun. So I'm going to continue. So I'm going to just simply draw more lines, okay? Click on it and zoom and click here. Try to go follow the lines. On the far away from the first set of lines. Okay, so second set of line is completed. Okay, and this is the face of the Mickey Mouse. All right. And we're gonna do eyes, we're gonna do nose, and so on. So let's go with the, again, the S, so draw curve, spline command. S stands for spline cone, spline. And for the eyes, I'm going to create get two sets of lines. If you make a mistake and then lose, you create a wrong line, you can erase the existing line and restart over. And I did quite a few times myself too. And it takes some exercising and getting used to it to do the right thing. And we make mistakes, and until we make mistakes, we learn them. I'm on the eyes right now. Nose is important. And you need to zoom in. If we zoom in, we can see. Just follow the line, just on the edge, staying on the edge. Don't go into the dark side because it's hard to see because lines are also dark. All right, and we're going to do the mouth now. Mouth can be tricky because it's going to be depressed. And so again, S for spline. And we're going to select and we're going to do this tongue little later. I'm almost finishing at the end of the mouth. Okay. This is it. And the tongue. This is the last line. Go S, click on the S for spline. Okay, I think we're done all the, pretty much everything. Cool. So the big question is, what do we do with it by what we have? We're gonna just go to modeling, but before we modeling, we need to erase the picture image. And so hit escape key, and we're done. Click on the image. We don't need the image right now, delete, okay? And so let's start with the circle, okay? And we're gonna do this layer by layer. Go to modeling, okay? And we're going to choose create a shape from vector lines. So we're gonna create a shape from the vector lines. And the height is going to be, base height is going to be 0.8 and 2 inches. It's going to be extrusion. When you click, move your cursor on it, okay, it's add the previous components. That's what we're doing, addition, okay? We're not, we're gonna go apply. There it is, okay? And start a new component. Please remember to start a new component. It's very important that you start a new component. Now click, okay. So now second, we're going to click on outside, okay? And pretty much we're going to follow, base height is going to be the same, the total height is going to be 0.2, and 90-degree angle is good. Click on apply. Okay, we're, here we go, okay? And start a new component now. After that, we're going to go with the face. Click on the face, okay? We're going to go with the 0.1 inches, okay? And the angle doesn't have to be so high, like 60 degree, 55 degree, 60 degrees is fine. Okay. And again, it's going to be addition and limit to the height to 0.1 inches and apply. Okay, and now we're going to go and start a new component again. So let's go around the eyes. Eyes are important. Click on that. Okay. We can modify pretty much the same. Everything height is the same and apply. We're going to click here inside the eye and shift. Okay. And apply and create a component. Okay. Now, this area around the eyes, okay, it doesn't have, it could be extrusion and okay. And then we're going to go with the nose option. Okay. And again, start a new component. And the nose has to be coming at least to 0.2 inches. Right? Okay. All right. And we can make it 90-degree angle. And it's a protrusion. All right. And we can apply and start a new component. For the mouth going to be depression. So I click on the mouth. And that's going to be click depression. And 0.1 inches. Let's make it 0.1. And apply and see how it looks. Okay. But tongue has to come out and it's going to be protrusion. Okay. Apply and start new. And the last not the least, tongue, and make it protrusion. Okay. It's 90-degree angle and perhaps 0.2 inches thick. Okay. And apply. This is really cool. Okay. And I don't think we should apply, and we're done, and we can close this now. Okay, well, this is the design, okay, but it's only solid model. Now, it can be improved, obviously. The quality of the line work is not reflecting too well. We can literally go ahead and definitely make some corrections on the line work. And that is possible, and we can focus on that a little later. But right now, this is the toolpath. You can go to the toolpath, and we can select the 3D roughing toolpath. Okay, first, entire thing, 3D. And we can literally go ahead and choose all these options and select the thickness, and the new height would be maybe 1 inch, apply, and close. So one of the ways to modify the lines after it's created, okay, when you click on the line and you press the right mouse button and then you choose the Node Edit option. The Node Edit option will enable you to change the line by just simply dragging from place to place at higher precision. Okay, and this is important part. Anytime you see something you're not happy with particular lines, and then you can modify it literally doing like this, okay, and that will enable you to change the design, okay, around it. Certain things, imperfections, you click on it, you can literally modify it by changing angle and by moving the nodes. These are your nodes, okay? So human hand is not perfect, human eye is not perfect. So there's going to be some errors here and there. And when that happens, you need a tool to correct that. So the tool to correct this is literally selecting the line, click, and press the right mouse button, Node Edit, go to Node Edit, and then remove the controlling nodes, okay? Put them in different locations, change the angles by just, there's an angle change here, okay? That enables you to modify the line, okay? Sometimes it's going to be undesired locations, sometimes it is better locations, okay? But you get the chance to, you have a second chance to improve the line quality. Okay, let's do some little bit node editing here, okay? And that directly affects the 3D view. Do a little bit at a time. The trick here is do not rush it and do a little bit at a time. Do not try to do too much. Okay. Okay. To create the toolpaths, okay, we're gonna just simply select outside and then turn on everything here. Okay. And we're going to create a toolpath and the model position. Okay, so we need to change the nose. Nose a little bit seems to be too flat here. And I'm going to make some modification on the nose. And it was, I suggested 0.2 inches. I think it was too much. Okay. Okay, so nose is better and ears are better too.